For today's tutorial, we will install something called roaming user profile. What is a roaming user profile? It's a concept in Microsoft Windows that allows users to join a Windows Server domain to log into any computer on the same network, access the documents, and have a consistent desktop experience. We'll click on Start from here and go to Computer. We will access our C drive. Once inside, we will create a new folder. You can give it any name that you want. I'll name this folder My Profile. Next, we will go to Properties. In order to share the folder, click the Sharing tab and go to Advanced Sharing. We click the Share this folder checkbox. We go to Permissions, Add, and we'll search for Authenticated Users. And from here we click OK. We will select it, give it full control, hit Apply, hit OK, hit Apply, hit OK, then Close. Then we'll go to Administrative Tools, Active Directory, Users and Computers. Just to show you how the home folders also work, I'm going to create a new folder here. I name it My Home. I'm going to go to Properties. I'm going to share it just like we shared the My Profile folder. Search for authenticated users and apply and OK. Just let me resize this a bit. Right. Now we're going to go to Computers. Right click, go to Properties. We're going to go to Delegation. From Delegation, we're going to select Trust this computer for delegation to any service. Second option. And we rinse and repeat for every computer that we have on our domain. Alright, from here we'll create our user template. We're going to go to Start, Administrative Tools, Active Directory, Users and Computers. To create the template, we select Users. We'll right click in the space here. We'll select New, then click on Users. We'll fill out the first name, the last name, full name fields and login name fields. I'll just type in shade here, first name, last name will be template, and full name will come up automatically. For my logon name, I will just type both together, no spaces. If there are any other domains you have created, the drop down menu you could select them from. A nice trick to do would be to open up a notepad file and save the credentials within it. That way, when you or if you forget, the file is always there to remind you what the credentials are. So I've typed in my username, sheet template. I will type in my password, the password we've been using. I'll input the password here. I'll save this document to my desktop. Can always come back if we forget. Next, I will deselect the first option and select the other two. User cannot change password and password never expires. From here I'll click next. And this is the final step before we move forward to finish. And it's created. I'll just copy this user and login name and add it to my notepad file. Now I'll just click save and finish. Okay, so we've created the template. Now we need to link it up. I'll right click on the template, go to properties, and from here you will see all the information we entered earlier among some other tabs. We just go straight to profile and we'll enter the path. First path, we will need the server name. Server name I have here is chaos serve srv 08, and we'll enter that. We'll enter that within the first field. So we'll use the slash. We press the slash button that is above enter. Not sure which slash is that, but it's the one above enter for sure. We put in // the server name. Of course, you could copy it from your computer properties where we change the workgroup to a domain. We'll put another slash. Then we'll need to go to our C drive and select the folder we created earlier, my profile. We'll just copy the name, and that goes after the slash. We'll add the last slash, and we'll use a switch called %username%. What this does, it automatically pulls the name of the template file. This happens when I click apply. There we go, it changed. Let's click OK. Now let's test it out. I'll bring up my Vista virtual machine and I'll log in with the current credentials we just created. We just issue the Ctrl+Alt+Delete. From here, we'll select switch user. From there, we will enter in the domain name, which is Chaos Zone. Same slash we used before. That's above enter. And we will type in the username we created earlier, shade template, or the username that you created. For our password, we'll use the password we have in our notepad file. Capital P @SS W0RD, and we'll hit enter and move forward. Desktop is going to load, and we have successfully logged in our roaming profile. But to actually show that it's a roaming profile, we just need to do a couple of tests. Bring up your Vista VM and let's create a file. I'll just paste some arbitrary text in here. I'll save it. Just put it on the desktop, make things easier. Just drag this here. Next, I'll change the desktop background. and I'll go to just solid colors and just pick pink, no, blue. That should work. Okay. Next, I will just change the theme. I will set it to classic. That's Windows Classic. Hit apply. Next, I will create a folder. Give it a name. Leave it on the desktop. Next, I'll log off. Bring up your Windows 7. Login. Search user. Enter in the same credentials we entered for Vista. That'll be /shade template. And the password capital P @SSW0RD. And we logged in, and we can see the two items we created over in Vista transferred across to Windows 7. And this is basically what roaming profiles is all about. Being able to set up your own preferences, open files, create files, and have it transported across different Windows operating systems. So I'll just do a little more customization. Make a copy of this, rename it, another way to ensure that your profile is actually roaming, you click on Start, go to Computers Properties, and from there we'll hit Advanced System Settings. You'll receive a dialog box, and we will log in with the administrator this time and our password. Hit yes, and there we go. You'll receive another dialog box. What we do is click on User Profiles. When we do, we will see the care zone name, shade template, and the type would be roaming instead of local. So I'll just hit OK to exit. We can also go back to the server itself and open our C drive to where we created the My Profile folder, open it up, and we're going to see the shade template folder. This also indicates that the profile is currently roaming. Now let's set up the home folder. We'll go back to Administrative Tools, Active Directory, User and Computers. We will go to User again, Properties, back to Profile, and now we will click on Connect. We will select a drive letter. Let me see, probably select K. We'll type in the path, almost the same as above, but we're going to change the My Profile to the My Home folder. Just copy the name and paste it here. From here we can also do the percent username to obtain the same effect as we got before. So upon clicking apply, it will pull the name from the computer and it will set it in place of the percent username. I'll go back to my Vista client or any client. I'll just log off of my Windows 7 to ensure that the changes have been made. Now I'll log into my Vista. Just enter in what we had before, KZone shade temp slash shade KZone slash shade template, and throw in our password. We now have two files, one other that we created earlier. I'll just go to Start, Computer again. And here's the home folder. Any files can be stored here, it will be stored. And once you log in using the same credentials on any computer that's on the domain, all files, folders, pictures, media will be there. Let's create a folder here to show you. And image. I'll just copy this inside as well. So now we have 3 files in our home folder. Now I'll log off and I'll log into my 7. Let's try my password and I'll open up my computer. I'll open up my home folder, and here we see our 3 files that we created on the Vista computer. That completes our tutorial for Roman profiles and home folder. Thanks very much for viewing.